Welcome to the Depth Dive. This is where you send us things you're curious about, and we dig in, pull out the key takeaways, basically get you up to speed fast.
Yeah, think of it as your cheat sheet to sounding smart on, well, pretty much anything.
Exactly. Today, we're diving into TikTok, specifically TikTok in 2025, and how to create videos that actually go viral.
Our source is a great article called Mastering TikTok Hooks for Virality in 2025.
Yeah.
And, speaking of getting noticed, a lot of creators are looking at ways to give their profiles a little push.
Oh, for sure.
Tools like rapidboost.net are becoming pretty popular for folks wanting to enhance their visibility and growth. Just something creators are using.
Right, good point. So our mission today, really understand what makes those first few seconds of a TikTok video work. What actually stops people scrolling in, let's face it, a super crowded feed.
It really boils down to the hook.
Yeah.
The article is clear. 2025 TikTok is relentless. You've got maybe, 1 to 3 seconds.
Just seconds. That's it. If
Yeah.
you don't grab them, then PFFT, gone.
And TikTok's own analytics back this up. That initial watch time hugely impacts your reach. It determines if the algorithm shows it to more people.
So what's the magic formula then? What makes a hook actually, hook someone?
The article breaks it down into three core things. First, immediate payoff. Give them a reason right now.
No waiting around.
Nope. Second, an emotional trigger. Curiosity, surprise, urgency. Something that makes them feel something.
Makes sense. And third,
A promise of value. Let them know they'll get something out of watching. Information, entertainment, a solution.
right. Okay, let's unpack that. Why does this stuff work on us? Like what's happening upstairs when we see a good hook?
The psychology, it's fascinating. Our brains are wired for novelty, emotions, stories. TikTok just taps right into that.
So things like pattern interruption, that's a real thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's about breaking the expected flow. The article mentions like those chefs smashing eggs.
Yeah, I've seen those. It definitely makes you stop. Like, whoa, what's happening?
Exactly. It messes with your brain's prediction. You expect gentle cooking prep, you get egg chaos. Your brain flags it as important. Analyze this.
Huh. Okay, so that's one way. What about curiosity gaps?
That's about posing a question or hinting at something, but not giving the answer right away. You have to watch to find out.
Like the article's example, what happens if you leave soda in the freezer for 30 days?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now you need to know, right? It creates this little mental itch you have to scratch.
Totally. And then there's FOMO, fear of missing out. How does that play in?
Yeah, hooks like, wait, don't skip. Or teasing something exclusive. They make you feel like if you scroll past, you'll miss some vital secret or trend everyone else is going to see.
Okay, I get the why. So let's talk how. What are some actual proven strategies the article mentions? Let's start with shock and intrigue.
Right. This is about hitting them with something unexpected right out of the gate. Counterintuitive stuff works great.
Like the fitness influencer eating a donut.
Exactly. You expect a salad, maybe some protein powder. Nope, donut. And then they explain how it fits their weight loss. Instantly curious.
That completely flips the script. Genius. What about a visual whammy?
Yeah, like a super fast, satisfying transformation. Think messy kitchen to spotless in like half a second.
Oh, I love those organizing videos. So satisfying.
Right. It's visually arresting. Or even
Okay.
disruptive audio, like that makeup artist yelling, "Stop doing your eyeliner like this."
Okay, that would definitely make me pause. It's aggressive but effective.
It cuts through the noise.
Yeah.
Makes you question yourself.
Okay, so shock value is one route. What else? The bold question or statement.
This one engages people's thoughts, maybe even challenges them, asking something like, why do Americans put ice in everything?
Ooh, yeah, that could spark some debate in the comments.
For sure. But you got to be a bit careful, right? Don't want to alienate everyone immediately.
True. It's a balance. What about making a controversial claim, like coffee doesn't wake you up?
Yeah, that definitely piques interest. It goes against common belief. But, and this is key,
You got to back it up.
you absolutely have to deliver on that promise later in the video. Provide the evidence, the explanation. Don't just make a claim and leave it hanging.
Right, no clickbait that doesn't pay off. And teasing a hidden benefit like double your followers in 3 minutes.
Yeah, especially if you add a qualifier like no dancing needed. It makes it seem achievable and targets people who don't want to do the typical TikTok stuff. Again, got to deliver though.
Always deliver. Got it. Okay, moving on. Personal stories. How do those work as hooks?
Authenticity is huge.
Yeah.
Starting in media res, right in the middle of the action, like 2 years ago, I lost everything.
Whoa, yeah, you immediately want the backstory.
Exactly. Or showing vulnerability.
Yeah.
The article mentioned health coach Jesse Burns sharing a really raw moment about weight gain struggles.
That takes guts. But it builds connection, right? People
Yeah.
relate to that honesty.
Definitely. And even smaller things. Micro-confessions, like
Hmm.
admitting, I've never watched Star Wars, if you're known as a movie buff.
Yeah. Huh. That's relatable. Creates instant common ground, or at least a conversation starter.
It does. Makes you seem more human, less like a polished content machine.
So many different angles.
Yeah.
Shock, curiosity, vulnerability. What about using what's already popular? Trend hijacking.
Super smart tactic. Use trending sounds, effects, challenges. The algorithm already likes them.
But you can't just copy, right?
No, please don't. The key is adding your own spin. Make it relevant to your niche or personality, like the bookstore owner using a dance trend, but with books.
That's clever. Much better than just dancing and memeing the moment. Using current memes.
Yeah, like the therapist using the Delulu meme to talk about toxic positivity. It makes complex ideas accessible, uses internet culture smartly.
And remixes and duets.
Great for reach, building on someone else's content, adding your perspective. It exposes you to their audience too.
Okay, final big category. Visual authority. Seems critical for TikTok.
Absolutely is. Text overlay is huge. That mini headline right on screen grabs attention even with the sound off.
Like the POV towel folding example. You instantly know what it's about.
Exactly. And fast editing, switching angles, keeps the eyes moving. That stat was interesting, wasn't it?
The one about multiple angles in the first few seconds, boosting watch time by 30%? Yeah.
It really shows how important that visual energy is right at the start. Avoid static shots if you can.
Okay, this is awesome. So much to work with. But how do you actually do it? What's the practical workflow?
Good question. First step.
Hmm.
Know your audience deeply.
Hmm.
What do they want? What are their problems?
And start with the who. Makes sense.
Then, for every video idea, try to brainstorm like 3 different hook options, minimum. Don't just go with your first thought.
And test them.
Oh, absolutely. Use your TikTok analytics. Look at watch time, retention curves. See what actually works with your audience.
Data doesn't lie?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And maybe even film a couple of different hook versions for the same video. A/B test them, basically.
Smart and integrate trends, but thoughtfully.
Right. And maybe, over time, develop your own kind of signature hook style, something people recognize.
Like a trademark opening. Okay, so be strategic, test, learn. What about mistakes? What should people definitely avoid?
Big one. Overhyping in the hook and then under-delivering in the video. Viewers hate that. They feel cheated.
Yeah, kills trust instantly.
Also, lack of clarity. If the hook is confusing, visually or audibly, people are out, gone.
Needs to be crystal clear super fast.
And finally, ignoring comments. Your audience often tells you what they like and don't like. Listen to that feedback.
Valuable intel right there.
Yeah.
Okay, quick FAQs the article covered. Ideal hook length.
Aim for that 1 to 2 second window. Short, punchy.
Can you reuse hook formats?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If a format works, adapt it to new content. Don't just repeat the exact same hook, but use the successful style.
Visuals versus audio for the hook.
Visuals often win initially because people scroll with the sound off. So strong visuals, clear text overlay, super important.
And hooks differ by niche, right? Entertainment versus education.
Absolutely. You got to match the hook style to the content type and audience expectation. A shocking hook might not work for, say, a serious financial advice video.
Tailor it. Makes total sense.
Well,
Okay, so summing up this deep dive.
it's pretty clear. Mastering that first second or two on TikTok in 2025 isn't just nice. It's essential for getting seen.
Absolutely critical. We've hit on so many ways to do it. Shock, curiosity, being authentic, using trends, strong visuals.
It's about understanding the why behind it, the psychology, and then being strategic, testing things out.
Yeah, it applies whether you're teaching something, showing off a skill, just sharing your day. That hook is your front door. Got to make people want to come inside.
Well put. So maybe the final thought for everyone listening is,
Yeah.
in this absolute flood of content we're all swimming in, what's your unexpected way to make someone stop, to grab their attention and actually make them pause that scroll?